Okay, so me and Sarah got up early this morning so that we could do the Disney virtual run just to get it over with. And update, it's just as hard as I thought it was gonna be. My bitch ass can't run. So we ran a little and now we're walking and then we're gonna run a little more later. And just until we get to into the 5K. Any thoughts, Sarah?
No.
She has no thoughts. She's a mindless zombie with no thoughts.
Yep. This early in the morning, yes.
It's not even that early, bitch, please.
Oh, it's already 7:30.
Yeah. We left at like 6:50 because your bitch ass is slow. So yeah, that's it. That's the update. Okay, y'all. So I'm back in heaven again. As per usual, I am randomly 20 minutes early for work. That's fine. Whatever. So I've decided that I'm just going to vlog everything that's happened to me for the last couple of days because my vlog went up Friday, but I think the last thing I had in that Friday vlog was like Wednesday or Thursday. And it's Monday, so I haven't vlogged for like 4 days. So, okay, I'm gonna start from the beginning. Okay, so Friday was my first day off of last week, and all I did really was, I didn't really do much, but I did get to hang out with Emily, so that was lit TM. When we went to the Applebee's and we got those $1 raspberry lemonade, vodka, I already said it, vodka raspberry lemonade drinks. And my hot take was that the first one they gave us had like no vodka in it. It could have honestly just been a raspberry fucking lemonade. And then the second and the third ones that they gave us, because I had 3 total, so did Emily. The third one I had, they had a lot. Those 2 had a decent amount. You could taste the vodka, and I was like, good. Give me what I paid for. Give me for all the $1 I paid for. Thank you. And I had Sarah drive me to the Applebee's because I didn't know how lit I was going to get, but I should have known me and know that I'm high-key kind of boring, so I wasn't going to get that lit, but I got like a little lit. Like I felt it a little. And we talked about a bunch of random crap and caught up. To be honest, I don't exactly remember what we talked about, so maybe I got a little more lit than I thought. So that was Friday. We also went to go get ice cream, and then after we got ice cream, we went back to my house. And we watched the first episode of Black Mirror, aka the pig fucking episode, which I think is called the National Anthem. I'm not going to look it up, but I'm going to say it is. It's called the National Anthem. And sorry, Sam, my hot take is that I liked it. And I started a Letterboxd listing, like ranking system, where every time I watch a Black Mirror, I keep wanting to say Black Panther, Black Mirror episode, I'm gonna rank them on the list. So currently it goes the pig fucking episode, the one with the eyes, and then the one with the 15 million merits, I think it's called. So like that's how I currently have them ranked from 1, 2, 3. And as I continue to watch them, I will rank them. But like it's gonna take a while to get through these. I work all the time. I do not know when I'm gonna watch these episodes, but I will make it work. Saturday, my second day off of the week, was really fucking busy for some reason. So I got up early to go running to do the Disney run. Fun fact, you didn't even need to do it, really, because I thought that you had to like put in the time to get the medal, but no, you get the medal anyways. You put in the time, and then so that you can print out like a certificate that said you did it. But it's like, congratulations, you did it, and here's your time. Like you didn't even need to put in a time. So really, you're literally paying for a medal. But my bitch ass did it anyway. So, and I think I did it in 1 hour, 9 minutes. 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 4 milliseconds. I believe that was my final time. And running's hard, man. We walked like the majority of it, but I did run a little bit just to say that because like I'm not used to running outside, so like my feet aren't used to the pressure of the physical ground. Because normally on the elliptical, you're not really like picking up your feet and placing them back down. It's just like constant movement, like you're not really stopping. So, and I'm going to start going running outside on my days off more, just so I can get used to it. Not to the extent of a 5K, even if it's just like running down in the street and coming back like twice and then having it be done, just to like build myself up. Because I really want to learn how to run outside, because I eventually really want to do a real Disney run, and if I can't literally run, then that's a problem. So I'm going to have to fix that. So anyway, so then after that, I went shopping with my fam. We went to Tanger Outlet. We got Starbucks. It was lit time. I needed shorts because I realized I have no shorts that either fit me or any shorts that are like nice, because I've had these shorts for like 5 years. And then it was an impulse. We went to go test drive cars because I was deciding between the Subaru. Well, if I didn't like either of them, then it was back to the drawing board. But I was kind of deciding between two: the Hyundai Kona and the Subaru Crosstrek, whatever. They're both compact SUVs because that's what I want. Because my main things were I wanted to be further off the ground because I hate being because I don't really mind the size of the Civic. The Civic size isn't the problem. It's the fact that it literally drags on the ground. I don't like being this close to the ground, so I wanted higher up. I wanted official Apple CarPlay because I need to listen to my tunes, and those were really my only two really big requirements. And then I also just kind of wanted storage. So like if I move anywhere for my profession, because I feel like I'm gonna have to move a lot, or if I go back to school, like I'm gonna have to transfer a lot of shit, and I'd rather just have the room in my car to do it. So that's why I like the SUV, because then you like put down the back seats, and then it's a really fucking big ass trunk, and I'm into that. And you also, the point is, I test drove the Subaru, and it was lit, man. Like, what I didn't know about Subarus is apparently they're all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive by default. So there's no such thing as front-wheel drive, whatever the not four-wheel drive option is. That just doesn't exist. And it's not even like it's front-wheel drive and then you put on all-wheel drive. No, it's all-wheel drive all the time, which I really liked. I think it's cool. And he was like when we were test driving, he was like, at Emily, if you don't know, when you're going from 58 and you're on 58 and you're going towards my house, and you go over that really shitty bridge before you get to Splish Splash, that's really like ripped up. And, like, they really need to fucking, like, pave that shit because it's bad. And he was like, go 60 over that. And I was like, okay. And I went 60 over it. Barely could feel it. It was lit. And then he was like, okay, around this bend, go 50, go over 45 around this bend. And I'm gonna let you know that it's like, it was a pretty, like, steep bend. And I'm like, Rip, I'm gonna die. And I did it. And the car handled it really well. And the car was really smooth, driving-wise. And it was it wasn't loud, and I was like, wow, so this is how the other half live, even though it isn't like a super expensive car, which I like, because my bitch is on a budget, and I can. And then I've been playing with the colors, because I want the black cloth seats with the orange stitching, but then that only comes in the lighter blue car, but I kind of like the darker blue car, and that one has the gray seats with the orange stitching, even though the guy at the dealership says that if I get this car, I should probably, instead of buying it off the lot, I should just build it. Because apparently it's cheaper just to build it than it is to get it off the lot. So if I end up getting this car, and it seems like I'm pretty much going to, just like, not now, in a couple months, then I'm going to have to order it sooner, though, because then, like, it takes 10 to 12 weeks to ship, and I want it, and I'm going to want it sooner than later. So who knows when I'm going to be ordering this car. But, like, my dad's pretty confident that I can get the darker blue color with the black seats because I'm custom ordering it, even though it doesn't come in that. So let the record show, if I can, I will be getting the darker blue color with the black seats with the orange stitching. But if I can't do that, then my bitch ass is gonna get what Emily called the Elsa car, the Elsa blue car, because that comes with the black seats and the orange stitching. Because to be honest, I liked both colors, but I aggressively do not want the gray seats. So, and I was looking, and fuck them for all the add-ons that they want to fucking do. I'm like, fuck you. They have so many add-ons for like cigarettes still, and I'm like, well, what century is this? What decade is this? Like, come on, let's move on. I could pay extra to get the cigarette lighter thing in the car. Like, apparently it doesn't come with that anymore, because like I think like the cars come with like USBs, and you don't really need the cigarette lighter anymore. And like you could pay extra to get that in the car, and I'm like, okay. And also like the dimming mirror that I liked on the car that I test drove, that's extra, and I'm like, oh, I'm not paying $350 for that, or $365, whatever, how much money it was for that. So yeah, I really liked the car. I test drove it. It was great. And then we went for Father's Day, because even though Father's Day was Sunday, I worked Sunday. So we went and saw Rocket Man. I saw it again, my family, for the first time, because my dad really likes Elton John. My sister also really likes Elton John. So we went to go see Rocket Man. They loved it. I loved it for a second time. We'll probably go a third time at Emily. Let's go see Rocket Man again. And then we went and got Indian food. And man, I haven't eaten Indian food in like 4 years. So I forgot what it was all about. And man, do I really like curry. Like I say it every time. I'm going to say it every time, because next time I get Indian food will be in another 6 years. And I'll be like, wow, Indian food, great, iconic. It's because there's not really a lot of Indian places. So it's not like, oh, every 2 feet there's a pizza place, you know? Like, if you want Italian, like, there's not really a lot of them. And so that was Saturday. Oh my God! And at the end of the day, we literally got home, and I forgot why we were standing outside. But my mom literally went in, and then the second my mom went in, I saw something like flash by me in motion, and I was like, "Holy fucking crap!" What? I was like, "Did Lorenzo get out?" I turned, and then I saw a dog. But at first, I thought it was like a small wolf, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's a wolf!" And then I realized it was a dog, and I was like, "Oh my God." And then the dog started running away from us. My sister was like, we can't leave the dog. So then she started running after it in the pitch of night. And I was like, bye, bitch. And then I went inside because I had to take a shower. And because it was like 9:30. And I was like, my bitch ass goes to bed at 10. So can't be here right now. And eventually, and long story short, like an hour later, she came back and she couldn't catch the dog and she gave up. And she ended up calling the police. And then they tried to catch the dog and they couldn't. So update, I don't really know what happened to that dog. But we're just going to pray that it's fine. Let the Lord deal with it, as they say. And so that was Saturday. And then Sunday I had to work, and it was pretty lit because all we were doing was Bayshore sites, which, to put it in a nutshell, there's just a million of them, and there are never birds there. So you literally walk onto the site, you like look left and right, you walk down for a little bit, and you're like, no bird, and then you come back. And that's what you do for the entire day. And on one of the sites that actually had birds on them, where we spent a lot of time, we found the very first lace tern chick of the season. Well, to be honest, it's probably not the first one, but it's the first one we found that we have recorded for the season, the first hatch chick. And y'all, it was so cute, I literally cried. It's really funny because when I found the nest, there was only one egg. I saw the egg first because there's an egg next to the chick. So I was like, oh, look, a nest. It has one egg in it. And then I literally looked next to it, and I was like, holy shit. And that's how I found that nest. And that was my Sunday. And now it's Monday, and I got to work again. So that's everything you've literally missed since I haven't been vlogging. This isn't much of a vlog, and more just like me telling a story of my life, honestly. And now it's 7:54, and I start in 6 minutes, so I'm gonna go so I can go inside. So see ya. So I realized that I haven't really been vlogging like in the field, the remix of In the Club. And so I'm gonna do that right now. And y'all, it's foggy as fuck, as you can see, because you can't see anything. And I'm sure this video is gonna be loud as fuck because the waves are insane. There isn't really a wind, but like the waves are not, the water is not settled. She's angry, the ocean's angry. Who hurt her? Wow, I can't speak. Who hurt her? Anyway, so I'm at an access point where there isn't really a lot that happens, I think. So this is just gonna be a leisurely walk for me. So that's what I'm up to right now. Gotta walk. I'm gonna walk close to the water because it's easier to walk on like the compacted sand versus the sand that isn't touched by the water. So I'm gonna risk getting like soaked. I don't give a fuck. Y'all, what kind of fucking cult shit did I just like walk into? Going into the void. Wish me luck. So y'all, I'm at my access point and my coworker isn't here yet, and it started to rain. So my bitch ass decided I was gonna sit under the garbage thing. Like they have a garbage station, and I guess they put it under this thing to conceal it. And my bitch ass like moved one of the pails, and now I am sitting here. And you know that I'm desperate because there were like a million bugs, just I'm assuming ants, just crawling all over this thing. So, and I'm like, I don't care, I'm sitting in anyways because I don't want to get wet. So this is my shelter. So I gotta fix my glasses. Field living. This is what the field is like. Living in the shelter. Y'all, our old friend Stripes on a Budget is back.